what's going on, all my subscribers or random people who are just finding this video. I want to continue my talk about my reasons on antinatalism. I want to continue explaining what I'm thinking about. And it's dangerous. What I have to say is dangerous. So I want to start by saying, do you know who Jesus is, really? Do you know who God is, really? Because I have a strong inclination that not one person who you know or who I know, that anybody knows, can explain to you who these people are. God knows who we are. Oh yeah, there's definitely an invisible camera somewhere watching. I call it the Angelicam. I think that that God's watching through the birds and the animals in this dimension. But if you jam somebody up in the corner and you ask them, who's Jesus? Tell me something. Do you know his favorite color? Do you know his favorite movie? What's he like to do when the sun goes down? What's he like to do when the sun goes up? Here's another random thought. Does the devil just exist on this planet? Because he certainly exists. Oh yeah. But is he just bound to this planet? No one ever talks or thinks about these things. If you're on Saturn, and there's a race of people on Saturn, is that devil thing still happening over there too? Or is that just a construct? Something that's happening here? A mechanism that's happening here. A spiritual mechanism. And if the devil is able to travel to do planetary traveling to other races to destroy them, what's the point of that? Why would God do something like that? And then you start thinking, of course the devil can planetary travel, because the devil is actually God. And God is the devil. They're one and the same. Because the devil certainly didn't create himself now. Maybe it's an extension of God. You know, maybe the devil's an extension of God. It does, like in my previous video, Isaiah 45:7. It says, I am the light and I am the darkness. He's both. Because they both have to exist for them to make sense out of each other's existence. They need each other. So, you know, it's really deep. And it's so deep that I wouldn't want to bring anybody into it. But that's not up to me anyways. It's by design that I choose not to bring somebody. The higher power knew that I was going to eventually get to this conclusion in my life at some point with all of the accumulated information and the knowledge that I've been studying. You know, we're the first generation with the internet, or to grow up with the internet. You know? Denzel Washington said it best. He said, what's the long-term ramifications of too much information? He said, we don't know, but we will find out soon. Since we are the first generation to have an inconceivable amount of information at our hand at just a click of a button. A swift of a finger. Have a whole digital library that people used to have to travel miles for to get to. But back to my original question, do we really even know God? You don't know God. Now, I believe in God. I don't want to just come on here to make a video where I'm just like some stupid young person bantering into the darkness about his anger and his rage. There's obviously something going on. There's been beautiful moments here. Yeah, it's been terrible, but there's been some good things here on earth. I don't just want to be a negative Nancy, even though it's the most terrible thing that you could ever inflict on somebody is bringing them to this place so that they can feel all the pain. But still, you know, who really knows Jesus? What are we talking about here? How come we can't just keep it real? I'm keeping it real, finally. No more will I hide in the shadows as a random blade of grass in the field of grass and pretend like I don't have a voice, pretend like I can't see what's happening. It's disgusting. I don't just want to post guitar videos. That's lame. There's more going on in this dimension than just some little musical fairy guy playing the guitar. Oh, look at me, oh, fuck that. Yeah, I can play the guitar, so the fuck what? That's not enough. It's not enough. That's why I'm a developer too, but even that's not enough. Something's wrong. And who knows how much longer I'm gonna be living. This is obviously a really fickle existence. By the time you figure out what's really going on, you're too old. You spend the majority of your youth lost and scared and in slavery, and then when you start to figure it out, you're still in slavery, but you know what's going on. But now you're old. It's a rough existence, man. But I don't want to go too far off of the topic. I challenge whoever made it this far into the video, I challenge you. I challenge you to go up to somebody and ask them, well, who's Jesus? Tell me something about Jesus that you know. And don't let them say stupid things to you. Like, oh, he's a nice person. Oh, he looks out for you when you have a hard time. He's the 11:59 guy. 11:59 guy. He comes right before 12. You know, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear something more factual, not mythical. I want to hear something real. Like, what's his favorite color? You don't know a damn thing about this Jesus. You don't know a damn thing about this God. What we do know about God, we do know some things about God. And we know that he likes to make shitty games and not answer anybody's questions. And that's what we do know. We know that he's a murderer. We know that he has emotions and he feels and he loves too. But he's a murderer and he's full of love and he's full of everything, the yin and the yang. We know he's into slavery. Oh, that's for sure. Look. Doesn't matter what job I have. I could be doing my hobby, making money off of that, and that's still slavery. Because I have to do it to generate some type of an income or something. I can't just enjoy it. It's another reason why I don't want to have children. Because why would I have them come here to the place that they're not going to be able to enjoy? And whatever they do enjoy, eventually they're going to have to figure out how to make money off of it. Because if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You see what I'm saying? This shit is so dark and twisted. But I'm going too far, you know. I digress, as people say. Talk about that. Who do you know Jesus or not? And let me tell you, nobody knows who Jesus is. Jesus could be a damn purple blob of goop in outer space sitting on a rock somewhere for all we know that got power. I'm not a Muppet, I'm real. I'm so real that I could spit on the ground. Who's Jesus?